Peace and power, peace and power. Salute, what's going on? Peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute, peace and power. Let me get comfortable so I could get this right. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to people that struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space for building and destroying, a space of love, your space. This is a space of integrity, a space of kings, queens, a space of queen comrades, king comrades. This is a militant space. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information, funding hashtags, apps, green screens, apps with cash, pals that pay. Grams with money, Westerns, unions that are Western. Zakat, charity, squeegees, blue cups, red cups, damn it, Santa Claus with the bells. It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. Shit. They got defense bills. Y'all playing. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until the first day of school, tri-state area, and you getting into fisticuffs and beefs and arguments. First day, first week. And your kid can't come back to the damn school already because of you. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you misquote or misunderstand or have some misunderstandings at the Labor Day parade and find yourself picking yourself up off the floor. It's too late. Get yourself in order. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Keep your hands to yourselves. Stop cutting up in front of family, getting in-laws tight, having that big cousin that just came home from the mountains looking for you. Have what's that girl name from Friday? Baby D come looking for you. Yeah. Boy, y'all better stop. Stop sending outside messages. Come get her or come get him. Get yourselves together. Okay? If you or anybody who knows in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. What she got on that stove? Why that pot's still boiling? It's 3 knives missing. What happened to them? I know. Where them knives go? Behaviors that should alarm you. Okay? Characters and characteristics that should heighten your alertness levels. People, places, events, things, conversations that should have you on 1,000 in terms of your awareness of self. Remember, with this information, okay? With this information, the life that you save could be your own. Peace and power, what's going on? Top of the afternoon. Gotta get busy today. Little bit bogged down. I appreciate you coming through. I'm definitely a little bit triggered because I get tired too. I have bouts where I'm saying, is this worth it? Should I continue? You understand? I'm in a space sometimes, definitely minimal times, but I too be in a space sometimes when I realize that people only come through to take. They never come through to say, here you go. Do you. Get busy. But they come to take. And the minute you have no more to give, they move differently, as if you do something to them. I don't have the luxury not to read. I don't have the luxury not to educate. I don't have the luxury not to watch and be on top of everything, because that's what leadership is. So sometimes I get a little testy. And as somebody who is also a client of anger management, I gotta temper myself. But it is what it is, so we gotta speak to this shit right now. Let's get it going on. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, I have to. You know that. I do. So, we got one of the usual suspects. Somebody tagged the Reverend Al Sharpton. Yeah. Ratatouille. Yeah, skinny rat. Smoked out rat. Tell him to bring his ass to class and whoever's out there with him on Wall Street. Come to class. Somebody tag Whitemen. Tag the old phase. Yeah. The omnipotent administrators. Yeah. Tag the old face. Whitemen. Come to class. Because I got questions that need to be answered. So if you're on Twitter, share this, y'all, on your Twitters, on your TikToks. And by the way, some of you are doing an excellent job at editing. I see that you are taking what I'm saying as real when I'm telling you I don't own this. This is a universal message. And you doing your thing. I don't care what you do with it. Go viral. I don't care how much you may eat off it or not. Do your thing. I seen some excellent edits. Y'all getting real perfect and precise with it. I love it. Okay? Yes, do y'all thing. Please do. Keep doing y'all thing. Okay? But make sure y'all tag some white men. Yeah. And don't get triggered when y'all hear them talking reckless in all those videos where they see us attacked and lynched and all that. Don't get mad. Just put y'all little tag, y'all little edit right up under there. Say, yeah, Bliz is coming for you. Keep being racist, Mr. White Man. We coming. We have a leader that's unapologetically black. He's coming. So here, don't get mad at them. Let them do their thing and we do ours. So tag the white man. We trying to figure out how come y'all ain't fitting the profile yet. Tag white men. Tell them come to class. Tag black politicians. I don't care if it's your uncle, your cousin, your classmate, your frat brother, your sorority sister. Tag them bastards. Tell them to come to class. I'm trying to figure out when they're going to wake up. Let's go, black politician. Black officers, Mr. and Mrs. officers. Tag them. Tell them to come to class. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, we got to get it on and popping. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Who else? That's about it? You got anybody else to tag? Minneapolis? Yeah. The black mayors, D.C. and Chicago, bring y'all asses to classes. Reverend Rat, black men. Oh, and this is going to be my message to the black community. Yes. Yeah. Because I don't know who else y'all have. Nobody else is telling y'all shit worth a damn. They not. Zero solutions. Still 60 years removed from civil rights, 50 from black power, and I haven't had a message yet. So we got to get into it. But let's see who's in class today. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because I know a lot of people going to be on the replay, and brother, you know how it be, and we going to see. So who first in class? God diggity, damn it, sniper. Ooh-wee. Oh, the snipers in class, first in class. Get him. Get him, sniper. Yeah, Mr. Strictly Gang. God damn it, we here. Let's go. We see you, Strictly Gang. Tierra the youngin'. Number 3, let's go. South Jersey in the spot. Marguerite McDonald music. Woo, you here. Stephen Gill, A. Wood. What up, A? Yeah, S. Beckles, London is in the building. God damn it. Salute to the UK Massive. What up? What's going on over there? That's what we talking about. Yes. Come on in. Elusive Views. What's going on? Andrea Jones, we see you. That's right. Watch them Crocker Gators down there, girl. They moving around. Threats. Philly. Chris, what up? We see you. Philly in the building. Michael Hayes, what up? Ooh, Taurine. What up? Terry, what's going on? Ken. Hey, Ghoster, what up? Dustfro, what's good? Ooh, Philly in here. God damn. We see you. What up? What's going on? What up? I see you, Pootie. Let's go. Angel, Eric Carlos, Riverwalk, San Antonio, stand up. George Johnson. Saul, 55. Goddamn, 55, y'all. Saul good. 55 for Saul, y'all. Yeah. Big Colorado, what up? Think for yourself. What up? Yeah. Uptown Drake, we see you. Hood Centered Highlight. What up? Ooh, Lord, no. Philly in the building. What up? Traxpacks TV. What up? Oh, Flatbush Man, 55. 55, y'all. Flatbush Man, 55. God diggity doggy. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. We got him, y'all. We got him. Man was out there blowing them damn trees and getting ready for the parade. We got him, y'all. We got him. He's cutting class. Let's go, damn it. Bernie, what up? Bernie CB, what up? Felipe, Pate Philippe, what up? Hakim Peace, what's going on? Neef Buck, what up, Philly? Yeah, Mr. Mac, 1, 2, 3, 55. 55 for Mr. Mac. Y'all got him. Yeah. We got him, man. Yeah. Charles, what up? Yeah. We see you, PJ Allen. Yeah, we see you. God diggity dog. Woo-wee. Moyo, what up? We see you. Yeah. Vet, what up, Vet? Geechee, what up, Geechee? Yeah. God diggity all CR Prophet Getters, what up? Willie, what up, Willie? Oh, got Chef Corby, what up? God diggity, don't put them goddamn pots and pans down for a minute, Chef. What up? Yeah. Angel, Brooklyn Jules, what up? God diggity doggity, God diggity dog, we see you. God dog it. Let's go, God diggity, let's go. Yeah. And we gonna get busy. We gonna fly through this, man. We gonna fly through this. First and foremost, we have some empathy, not a lot. Not a lot. We acknowledge when a wrong has happened. We do. But I've been telling y'all consistently, we at war. This is war. Casualties happen. We at war. So we send Our condolences and some universal healing to the families who lost babies in the Minnesota church clapping. Babies, y'all. But let us not forget, we've been watching babies in Palestine been starved, bombed, clapped, okay? For the, man, better part of 16 months. Straight famine. Babies surviving, waking up, and their whole generation gone. They trying to figure the world out, and they can't even speak good. 4 or 5 years old. So let's understand that. Let's understand that we have melanated babies. In the Congo, in Rwanda, all over on the continent, abused, digging in mines, okay? Abused by Asians, Chinese abused by Euros. Man, for the better part of the last century. Okay? So save your little empathy for yourself. For us. Okay? For us. Only thing I question is what I'm going to always question. When we seen it happen with Dylan Roof, running up in the church in Charleston, and them people was praying. Prayer group. And got unalived. Don't get it. Now you have children unalived while praying. That's a question for y'all. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying. I've been around. I've participated. I've studied and researched a lot. I'm not getting into it. Okay? Well, let's see what happened. What happened? The clapping occurred just before 8:30 a.m. local time near the start of Mass. It was held to mark the first week of classes at Annunciation Catholic School, which is next door to the church. Whitemen is who they're calling this individual, using a rifle, a SG, and a pistol, stood outside the church and opened fire through its windows. Okay? Staff members moved students under the pews within seconds of the clapping. Adults were attempting and were indeed protecting children. Older children were protecting younger children. It could have been significantly worse without their heroic actions. All right? 2 children, ages 8 and 10, were unalived right where they sat in the pews. 17 others were injured, including 3 adult parishioners who were in their 80s and 14 children between the ages of 6 and 15. Most of the injured are expected to recover. Whitemen had legally purchased these weapons used in the clapping and had no prior record. We hear that consistently. No prior record. Right? They usually have no prior record because as white folk, it is damn near impossible for them to ever be accosted, stopped, searched, arrested, or brought through the system. They damn near have to do this before they get a record. If they happen to go through the system, it gets expunged because that is the institution of the justice system here on this poor part of the planet. Okay? Doesn't mean he didn't have a prior mental health record somewhere or some alarms. But this is the profile. This is consistently being said now. Mind you, I've been telling you that they have been greenlit. It has been a green light for old phase to do their thing, to get back into the space of Reconstruction era America. Been since Tim McVeigh. But nobody hear me. Nobody listens. Again, because I'm not fitting in a profile of successful leadership. I don't have that image. I'm not flossing. I'm not using mics and banners. I'm not outside with the rest of the clowns. The message falls on deaf ears. But keep not listening. Okay? Been telling y'all to be cautious of these OFAs. Let's continue. He added that investigators believe the clapper left writings on YouTube videos in connection to the attack. Again, something that we can't do. If I so much as say something that goes against the Bagel Meisters, I don't get monetized. If I have a hater who can report the page, my whole page will be gone. However, these individuals can go on rants. They could be on YouTube. They could be on Twitter. They could be on Facebook. Anti-black, N-words, racial threats. Nothing happens. Okay? Nothing. But if I tell you I believe in you and I love you because you're a melanated individual who has knowledge of self, I get shadow banned and all that, especially from black folk. So hold that, all right? Now, the video showed guns and weapon magazines marked with handwritten messages referencing names of past mass clappers and other details. They also showed the inside of a notebook containing schematic drawings of a church sanctuary hall. This is the type of thing that is allowed. And again, I don't care if you call it double standards. I don't care if you call it bias. I don't care if you say it's unfair. This has been the reality. So I'm not with the whining shit. I don't look at them and then look at us. It is what it is. Okay? In 2020, Westman's mother applied to change the name of her 17-year-old child from Robert to Robin. For what reason? In court documents obtained by obtained by the press, the mother, Mary Grace Westman, wrote, "Minor child identifies as female and wants her name to reflect that identification." Nobody so far from that community has condemned them. If this is the case, nobody from that community has stepped up and condemned the obvious person in transition that jumped on that little black girl in Queens over a parking space. Nobody from that community has stepped up and called that other person in Long Island who pulled a weapon in the middle of the street on law enforcement. Nobody's condemned that either. These things are consistent with the now later community. Consistent. Nobody says nothing. But the minute I say militancy, the minute I say melanated, the minute I say woke, conscious, unity, I don't get paid from this thing, which is really minimal. Anyway, remember, I work for all of mine. We don't get into the algorithm, but this consistently can move. Okay? Let's continue. The press has also learned that Westman's mother previously served at the church where the clapping took place. Okay? Now, the mayor, Mayor Frey, says his community is united in grief over an unspeakable tragedy. He's also calling for action to prevent similar hammer violence. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take for O-Phase to understand that this is who y'all are. This is who you are, Mr. Mayor. This is the true core of a white man. The mayor went on to say prayers are welcome. Thoughts certainly welcome, but that's not enough. These kids were literally praying in church, and it is on us right now not just to sit back. It's on all of us to take the necessary actions so this kind of thing doesn't happen again. Okay? The mayor questioned the wide availability of assault-style weapons and high-capacity magazines, adding, these hammers come into the city by the truckload, both legally and illegally. This is O-Phase business. This is O-Phase business. All of the elements of who they are since Julius Caesar, since Caesar's before Julius. Because you know Julius Caesar isn't the first and wasn't the last. Caesar is a title, it's a position, it's an acknowledgement. So this has been going on, this is who they are. Whether we grafted them, whether Yaqub grafted them, this is who they are. Again, let me repeat. Unspeakable tragedy. We've heard that time and time again. We've heard appalling. We've heard dreadful, unfathomable, grisly, gruesome, heinous. Oh my God, horrendous. We've heard it all before. All from O-Phase. Why aren't we? Now, that's their business. I'm asking you. Because, again, y'all sit in the pocket where you have embraced O-Phase life, culture, language, wants and desires. Y'all want what they want. So I'm asking you, in the space where they are keeping this in the news and in your face, and you are being empathetic and making this a conversation, I'm asking you, when are you going to move away from the O-Phase? When are you going to profile the O-Phase? Black person, melanated people, universal beings of truth. When are you going to subtract yourself from the O-Phase? Because this is their nature. It's been proven that they consistently do these despicable acts, these disgusting acts, these unfathomable acts, consistent. When are you going to profile them? Let's profile them. No prior records. Wayward. Okay? A loner. Okay? Usually, and this is what they try to omit, single mother. Usually. Or if abusive father is in the home, usually the one who taught them. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay? Yeah. Loner. Now, and I don't know about back from Columbine, but now most of them are in some type of transition, whether here or physically. That's been the profile as well. Real weird. Very weird. You might have seen them with a favorite pet or a sheep or donkey or something. They're not in the same type of relationships where we make an attempt to move towards. Corey Grant, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Okay, so they're wayward, they're old phase, they look wild in the eyes. Okay, this is their profile, but y'all don't move away from them. Y'all don't. Rhonda Graham, much appreciation for the super chat. We see you, right? That happened in Buffalo, in Charleston, okay, in Wisconsin, Columbine, Vegas, Florida, Charlottesville. We could go on and on and on. This is who they are at their core. If they're not that violent, they're definitely that despicable. They definitely have it in their heart. They're definitely deceivers, whether they're in the workplace or in school. They don't have a way to deal with things in equity, with justice, with truth. They don't. So when are you, and it ain't up to them, when are you going to remove yourself from the old faith and allow them to consistently move in that space? B. Griffin, Sanders, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Let's continue. When are you going to remove yourself? Because you profile these people. You need to profile the white man. You have to. At this point, it is asinine not to. But you go to work, you go to union meetings, you understand, you buddy, you're at the water cooler, you study, you do everything you do, as Professor Bayer stated several times. The white man is in you because of the conditions of this war. She didn't excuse herself from that. The white man is in her too. Go back and look at that YouTube video with Professor Bayer. Yeah, the white man is in you. Ofe is in you, and in others more. Those of us who are militant, who push against it, who are woke, who are conscious, who have awareness of self and knowledge of self, who fight every day to get that part extracted, still live. It has been a conditioning. Centuries. Because we have not did the opposite and have them fold under our conditionings, the conditionings of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power and refinement, equality, gods, build and destroy, bonds, ciphers. Okay? Kings, queens, love, justice, a reward or penalty for acts of deeds. We refuse to do that. So therefore, you become conditioned to move as an old faith. So spare me with the empathy, because this is going to happen again, because there has been a green light for the most savage old faiths to do their work. Now, I'm just trying to figure it out. I have not seen 47 call for the National Guard to go to Minnesota, to be in Minneapolis. Haven't heard that at all. Excuse me, but we'll get back to that. Again, It's in the news. Y'all running with it. It is what it is. Carmen, much appreciation for the super chat. Dig and understand that. Okay? While these acts consistently go on in red cities, in blue cities, in red states, in blue states, racism and acts of racism are up 1,200%. No National Guard for that. None. However, 47 and his black Negro politician supporters who are in alignment with him and what's going on and the narrative consistently talk of it. Nothing for what's been going on since Reconstruction and prior, since the Klan and Jim Crow, since the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. Until what? Until we fought back, until we grew up militant and persisted with militancy. That's the only thing that slowed them down through the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, which is why they had to get you strung out on dope, then the cocaine, and then the crack era, which y'all rap dudes consistently want to keep alive. Those eras where we destroyed our soldiers. Hold that under your cap. Don't let that go up over your head. Okay? So here we are, 3 decades removed from any true militancy. Any true militancy. 3 decades removed. A generation of sissies and clowns and drug dealers has run amok. So much so that we got some just coming home. They've done 3 and 4 decades in prison. And we got for them what? The same thing. Official Biz, much appreciation for the super chat. Understand me now. This is where I'm going at with that. Because we still in this space. Now, Minneapolis, y'all do what y'all do. Figure it out. Black people, I'm telling you. Melanated people, I'm telling you. Y'all better profile the Ofe and move away from him. Y'all better not shop where he shops. Y'all better not recreation where they recreation. You better not spend where they spend because it is a threat. They do not know how to act. They are unraveling right before your eyes. Stop loving them because you watch a TV show. Stop thinking they're so great. The gig is up. We thought Marsha Brady was cute. She wasn't. She was. We thought Lisa Kudrow was funny. She wasn't. Y'all loved on these old face, Tony Danza and all this other weirdness that we grew up watching. The gig is up. Ain't nothing cute, funny, entertaining, none of that about none of them. Because they consistently move in a space where people are unalived, where people are over-sexualized. They're not beings that are in alignment with our energy. So you can have it. You can keep listening to individuals who push that in front of you, who call themselves successful because they, are in a space of those institutions. You could do that. Be my guest. I don't beg for anybody to rock with me. I don't have the luxury to stop doing what I'm doing. I don't have the luxury to be dumb for 1 second. I don't. Okay? So at any time you want to remove yourself from the space, please do. Because I overcommit myself to my people anyway. I get energy pulled from me anyway that need to be reserved for people who want it. So excuse yourself, and when you find yourself in your corner somewhere crying, your decision, that's you. And when you in your corner, losing your mind, crying, the Ofe don't care. They're going to come and feast on you. I need militants. I need militancy. I need people who are having practical strategies against this, rocking with me. So I don't care if you're here or you're not. I don't care if you fund the war effort or you don't. I have to continue. I don't have the luxury to bullshit. So love on them. Share their shit. Be in a mental space where these narratives of being comfortable in oppression fits you. I don't care. I'm a soldier. Understand that. I don't need the fake love because I move in perfect hate. I've seen what y'all let them do to Malcolm. I've seen what y'all let them do to Huey and to Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I see what niggas have done to black men who stepped up. I learned my lesson. I watched. I'm good. I don't get tricked. It's just that simple. Y'all better profile these old phase though. I'm telling you right now. It's just like in the movies. You never know when they're going to bite your neck. Minneapolis, we see you. We'll holler. Okay? Now, for some reason, Reverend Al Sharpton got a group of people with him. Why? I have no idea. At this point, these people got to be just purely ignorant. The rat. And yes, it's in the thumbnail. You can see him trying to set up distribution of some type of illegal narcotic, talking about prices and all that. At that point right there, when he got knocked doing that, he became a rat. Yet still, because black folk fail to believe in themselves enough to find true comradeship, they consistently rock with these individuals who the Ofe put in front of them as leaders. So here he go with his swole head and his little ass body marching on Wall Street. Just a little while ago. It might be over already. Might be over. Still, in this space of the war, talking about DEI initiatives. You think the Ofe administration, who you believe, what are you talking about DEI? They've been past that. That's gone. Now they are sending martial law plays into the community. And you still marching. You who claim to have been raised under James Brown. You know you still marching and protesting. However, when I seen the numbers, this is what's funny, because that shit should have been viral for the last 2 weeks. Though it wasn't. Nobody heard of this march. Nobody. I done seen nobody talk about the upcoming march today. Right? So when I go live to check who's live on YouTube, I go to CNBC, which is basically his home channel on YouTube. 4 million subscribers. 89 people in the live watching this shit. So I go to my page. 12,400 subscribers. And when I'm live right now, I got 119, 120 in the building. So by the numbers, I'm doing damn good. 4 million people on CNBC, and you only got 89 in the live with this rat on there. And I got 122 now with only 12,000. See, by my numbers, I do real decent. I don't know if people peep that. I do. I've watched many programs, platforms, all on YouTube, and I watch their numbers and I see their subscriptions. And I say, well, damn, when they go live, they only got 40, 50 people. And these people been having crazy numbers. They used to have 3,000, 4,000 in their lives. But see, when people wake up, and that rhetorical bullshit that they spitting don't go nowhere, that's what happens. So again, I don't have the luxury to stop. I gotta keep going. So let's get to it. Reverend Al Sharpton is leading a march on Wall Street to call on Americans, there go that word again, to resist the Trump administration's campaign to roll back DEI initiatives. That shit been rolled back. About 6, 7 months already. They've been doing that. Okay? They passed that, homie. They in the hood. Thursday's protest in New York City is timed to coincide with the anniversary of the Civil Rights Era March on Washington in 1963. So you mean to tell me this was purposely timed to coincide with the Civil Rights March and y'all didn't promote it? They did zero promotion? Are you serious? Wake up, y'all. I'm telling you right now. This is serious, yo. When I'm telling you we have to move in a way that we act like we got some damn sense. Because this shit is dumb. That it wasn't promoted. They're not serious about this shit. Who told them to do this? Let's go. Sharpton was expected to be joined by most of the city's mayoral candidates, including Eric Adams, the mayor, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, and State Assembly member Zohan. Mamdani. Yeah, Zohan. Because you're fronting just like Zohan. All right? Clergy and labor leaders were also expected to attend. How can these people be expected to attend, unless they the only ones that got the memo? I have several of New York City elected officials who follow me and who I follow on all types of social media. State representatives, city representatives, federal. I did not see anyone post this. Uptown Dre, much appreciation for your super chat. It's inevitable your word is heard, comrade. So keep delivering your intel to us. Infinite love. Oh, much appreciation. Hold on now. Much appreciated. Hold on. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That no, I seen none. And they promote the bullshit. They promote book drives. Come get a book back. Come get a health screening. All that. This is supposed to be coinciding with the anniversary of the March on Washington, and nobody was out there. I'm telling you, they could play camera games all they want. From the pictures I see, I know that. I've been down there, just past there. When you can still see the trees and the stumps and dudes are sitting on the concrete, ain't nobody out there but people who get nonprofit funding from these little rinky-dinkity Democrat, Republican, and everybody that's in the institution. Those people there. I ain't see not no drill, rappers, not any other gangs, nothing useful to engage our people to move differently. You see them and their cronies, their sleek followers, that's it. Let's go. The march started at 10 a.m. in Foley Square and is traveling through Manhattan's financial district. The crowd is making its way past Wall Street's famous Charging Bull statue before wrapping up with a speaking program with nobody saying shit. Nothing. Nothing. Let's continue. Organizers say they bust people in from as far as Florida and Michigan. Detroit in the building. Did any of y'all get any type of invite? Did any of y'all churches out there let y'all know this was going on? Florida, y'all in the building. Did anybody speak of any of this on local news where our people congregate? Why y'all ain't get on the bus? Y'all here with me. Detroit is heavy in the chat. Florida, heavy in the chat. Did y'all get any of that? I'm trying to... So who came through? The same raggedy ass people who are not doing nothing. Let's continue. March on Wall Street. Since returning to the White House in January, 47 quickly issued a series of executive orders ending diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the public and private sector. So what? So what? So what? In response, Sharpton and other black leaders have called for boycotting of companies that roll back their initiatives. But they won't boycott anybody that's pushing the now later community on you. They won't boycott companies that specifically have now later Skittles and all type of stuff in their advertising, in their communities, in their curriculums. Won't boycott that. Won't boycott companies that they know fund illegal narcotics being pushed into our communities. Yeah. Big, large record company, movie, studio companies that pay these rappers, that keep that message. They don't boycott that. They get on stage with them. They get BET awards and shit like that with them. Okay, let's continue. In response, right? Sharpton and other black leaders have called for the boycotting of companies that roll back their initiatives. Sharpton is calling it the civil rights fight for our generation. So we want civil rights from uncivilized people. See, he don't have knowledge of self. It is your duty to teach civilization to the uncivilized. That's the duty of a wise man. That's the duty of somebody got knowledge of self. You can't be equal with a devil, dummy. They don't give civil rights because they're not civil. As you can see from Minnesota, from Minneapolis. They're not civil beings. This is consistent with white nature. But let's continue. And says the importance of the march has only grown since the federal government deployed National Guard to Washington, D.C. and threatened more takeovers of black-led cities. This is what he says is important, but it wasn't important enough for him to promote it for the past 2 weeks. For them to make these quick commercials just as well or just like they make those quick campaign commercials. You couldn't do that for the last 2 weeks? If it was that important? This is what I'm talking about. But they out there. They were out there. Again, they had only the one platform that I seen them live on Twitter, but people in the live and who commented, it was only a handful. So just like y'all didn't know, the rest of the world didn't know. O-Face damn sure don't care to know. At all. At all. So see, they keep playing in your face. And I'm trying to figure out when are people going to get off that wheel. Because there is nothing else left but strict militancy. There's nothing left. You're marching, got you to a specific space. You're protesting, got you to a specific space. That's it. You're praying, null and void. Done. Because as you see, again, we got another mega church pastor who was pimping, I ain't mad, had their old face stretched. But again, scamming the congregation, even forcing and bullying them into giving. Listen, and what came about of it. This is consistent because you learn that from the old faith too. Everything y'all learned from them. Nothing else is left. That was what happened with the Black Panther Party for self-defense. Nothing else was working. They had to take it there. Yo, hold on. Listen, this is not, listen. The politicians, none of this is working. We got to do this. And that propelled a different consciousness. And when you have a different consciousness physically, you have a different people. And you do for self. You feed yourself. Medically, you take care of yourself. Here, you begin to have political education classes. You get a different mentality for self. And when you're doing that great for self and will surpass your captors, they have to attack you. They have to imprison you. So now you have to double down on your militancy, Black Liberation Army, and begin to push back. But when you still got these sanctified, churchified, punctified ass individuals playing in the face, because everybody's not going to be militant. Everybody's not a soldier. Okay? You get the confusion. You get people who could sway people. You get people who say, nah, it's okay, you could go get a dog. And yeah, you walk in, move to this community, it's better. You can have a dog and, oh yeah, just work 65 hours for the next 20 years. You don't have, no, master gonna take care of you. It's in the Constitution. That is going to feel better in the heart of those who are not militant. That's going to feel better. No, you're included. Go to the college, get the degree and work and stay right there. And whenever master tell you to do, you do it. They're going to make sure you get the certification. You could be successful. No, don't follow them angry niggas. Don't do that. No, don't do that. No, you don't want that. You get me? Militancy is the only way. That's it. And it has to be consistent, and you have to build up to it. There ain't no overnight thing. You have to be disciplined and grow into it. But you don't have much time. You don't, because this is how they're moving. They're already in your lap. DC, Chicago, they're already in your lap. So, in that, because I want you to understand something like, what's your point? Whoever that was, get your ass out of class. What's your point? The point is the DC mayor, propped up always in front of a flag, loyal to the institution. The Chicago mayor propped up in front of a flag, the flag draped behind them. Powerless. Powerless. A position that's powerless to protect the people. That's the point, derelict. Hakim, much appreciation for the super chat. These black ass politicians, y'all look stupid standing in front of the flag, pledging allegiance. And they telling you in your face, you ain't shit, shut up. But it ain't on them. I keep telling y'all, it's on us. How do we move? How do we move? I'm not just here to talk. Do you understand what they're doing? Do you understand that every time they charge somebody in DC with a federal crime, what that does? Huh? That makes you invalid for housing, for jobs. That makes you invalid for certain programs, certain small businesses. They are economically using, okay, the justice system to disenfranchise you without sending you to prison. Same thing like I kept telling y'all that they did in Reconstruction, but y'all don't hear me. I told you that time and time again. You're in the same space. Like the civil rights didn't even exist. The only way to combat that is through militancy. So message to the black man, message to my people. Get your ass out the way. What's so hard about that? Get out of the way. Why are you standing in the street? I see that shit a lot, especially in NYC. You can stand off into the street. The curb is like 4 or 5 steps away. You looking in the street for a bus. You looking down the street. You walk against the light in the street into oncoming traffic as if your body is built like that. This is the same shit that's going on in these communities that they're militarizing. I don't know what y'all black men is doing in the street. There is nothing in that street for you. Nothing. But because the old face said you can't stand there, you're going to take your black ass out there. That's not smart at all and not strategic at all. When they flooding your communities with National Guard, with these weird-ass ICE people that y'all don't know who or where they from, who seemingly have no parents, no family, you don't know the training or nothing. They just appearing with more guns than anything. Why are you out there? Why? Because you don't want to be in a home. Because you have not found peace in a home. Because you don't like being around black women and children because you have no plans for them. You have no task for them. You don't read together. You don't study together. So it hurts for you to be in a home. So you got to be outside bullshitting. But now it ain't comfortable for you in the streets no more because the Ofe coming. Message to the black man. Yeah. Because Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught you how to eat the right foods. Okay? I'm teaching you how to save your stupid ass. Message to the black man, get out the way, dummy. Let them be in the street by their damn self. And let the government have to pay them for walking through these communities and ain't shit out there. And see if they stay out there. What are you missing? You tell me, what are you missing from standing on the corner? Get your ass off the street. Let them come through to empty communities. But you inside plotting. Make them come through door to door like they did in Fallujah, like they do in Palestine. And see what happens to them. You voluntarily giving yourself away? You voluntarily disenfranchising yourself? Or you listening to these dumbass activists and black politicians who telling you, let's go outside, let's march, fight back? These niggas is coming through your communities with more body armor, more arms, and everything than they got in war zones. And you taking your naked ass out there with a t-shirt and a pair of sneakers. Talking about, no, you can't do this. And all they do is spray your dumb ass. Shut up. Psst. And the minute they start to knocking and getting busy and doing what the fuck they want to do, you already lost. Y'all not tough. Y'all not thinking. Where's all the resources that these black politicians promised you? Where's all the knowledge? Why they not telling y'all with every 2 or 3 checks, the 4th one, you'll get your family vests, you get your family flak jackets, you get your family communications. All black folks without a felony apply for licensing. Get to a range. Teach your kids what it needs for us to dismantle the technology. Where they at? Ain't none of them telling y'all that shit. Not one. Not one. They telling you to take your ass outside in regular clothes and march against armies that's coming through with boots, vests, 2 hammers, bear spray, body armor, tasers. Y'all think it's smart to stand outside? Have cloudy from weed and drunk off liquor, talking about what you can and can't do to me? This is what they telling you to do? Then have at it. Don't never come back to class, because that ain't what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you, move out the way. Get off the streets. Let them have it. Let them have it. Let them walk through empty towns. Let them walk through empty blocks. And I don't care what you want to call them. YNs, get off the street. Fall back and observe and watch how nervous they get when the town is quiet and silent. But you got to be doing something indoors. You got to be building. You have to be working out. You have to be eating properly. You have to be loving on each other, teaching each other, nurturing each other, studying this shit, or you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're following losers. You're following people who are deceptive and lying to you. You're going to lose. Okay? I'm telling you, you're fighting backwards, and it's stupid at this point to be marching, to be protesting. Anything you can get from that, you can get online. Protest online. I've been put a group together, nobody come through. 8 o'clock, 8:30, one group. Get 1 million men online in one space at one time. Get everybody off the street and see what happens. See how quickly shit start to collapse. See how quickly Wall Street collapse. Because they count their money by the seconds. And the more seconds, the more minutes, the more hours that black folk is not involved, they will suffer. You don't have to be outside getting your head knocked in for that. It's just that simple. But these niggas ain't telling you that because they want you out there. Because they masters telling them to tell you to get out there. They're profiling you. You understand? When you supposed to be profiling an old faith. So you keep listening to these fake ass activists if you want to. You keep listening to these poverty pimping ass pastors and these derelict ass politicians if y'all want to. Because I'm fine. Trust and believe me. I'm good. I'm good. Whether you support me or not, I have a job to do. Trust and believe that shit. Okay? I'm gonna be fine. So, yeah, I'm telling you, keep playing. It's just that simple. DC is just what they're showing you. They're showing you that. As many melanated folks as they get caught up with a federal felony that they fighting, they don't even have to stick. Once you charge with it, indict with it, gotta fight with it, everything. You are excluded from everything. Loans, programs, jobs, housing, schools. But they telling y'all to go out there and fight. They telling y'all to stand out there. That's the dumbest shit in the world. That's dumb. You see a bus or a truck coming, you standing there. It's stupid. It's dumb. You know how we do up north. Nigga, don't come outside if you not coming. It's gonna be a riot. It's popping off. Don't come to the yard if you ain't ready. If you ain't got your armor on you, you ain't got your banger, don't come to the yard. Dudes be in their cell. They don't come out. So what y'all doing, black man? What you doing out there? Talking and yip-yapping. All they got to do is get the word from a superior to say, yo, who that? Oh, they who? Oh, the Black Panthers? Oh, word? Oh, Huey Newton. Oh, that's who they are? What do you want us to do, Chief? Knock them down. That's it. You have zero strategy. Y'all playing with this shit. Trust and believe. Those of us who have been trained, we know, we see. You don't have to come around y'all to dispute or come online and debate. I concentrate on my class because they want educating the way they educate me. They ain't got to do all that. I know y'all look stupid. And any of them black dudes that's out there, because it's coming to New York too, keep thinking that they playing with your ass. Keep thinking that you tough, that you prepared. And it is what it is. So again, I got the breeze. I got to do my thing. For those who funded the war effort, as always, and some are the same individuals all the time, whether it's here or whether I'm not in class. Just trust and believe. There are those who unconsciously make sure that we are right over here. Okay? Much appreciation. Trust. This ain't no Umar shit. Nah. School. Now we not doing that. This ain't no museum. Fuck out. We not. This is liberation here. Trust and believe. It is much appreciated and useful and used in the right frame. So to those who funded the war, for much appreciation and love to you, remain militant and stay out the way. Okay? Move. It makes no sense. To my classroom assistants, much appreciation. As always, y'all know that, for holding me down. Okay? If you up under here, get your sessions in. Okay? Yeah, I didn't even change from the workout. Oh, now, yeah, because that thing I was going through, not going through it no more. Yeah, I'll be working out. Yeah, I'll be working out. You understand? So I had to come straight from the workout. Then you get to change and get nice and presentable for you. This is, I had to get it off my chest because I'm tired of the ignorance. So my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down as always. My truckers, y'all better be careful. I'm not gonna keep telling y'all. Be careful out there. Be extra diligent with protecting yourself. Guard your mind. Okay? Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Peace, Almighty. What's going on, Block? You dig? Guard your mind. Queen's comrades, be extra diligent. Okay? But I'm telling y'all, this is a war. Don't waste no bread. Don't waste no moves. Get negative people away from you. Learn who is just trying to take and not give. Okay? Learn who wants to be in alignment with the old phase and who's really sincere. Learn that quick. Don't get caught up in the people's trauma and their journeys and all that bullshit. Fuck them. That's they hang up. If you sincere, serious, and know what this is about, do that. All that self-realization and all, get that shit out of here. The old phase gonna kick you dead in your ass. You, your rocks, your incense, your goddamn chakras, all that. They don't care about none of that because they done wiped it out before. You just trying to get back into it and trying to figure it out. You're not even doing it right because the old fae knocked all of it out because he failed to understand it. Okay? So he destroyed it. So miss me with that shit. I'm not in on your journey. I'm on my warpath. So if you feel a ways, break out. Just that simple. All right? And on that note, 55 game. Get y'all grades up.